Hello, family. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. I'm saying good night because I know that my sister Vivine may surely be here. And so her greetings now as it stands is good night. Guys, kindly share. We are very excited about what we are going to be discussing today. And we will really appreciate your active participation in this, guys. Share, join in, invite everybody. And if you are joining from Facebook, kindly let us know, guys. So my sister and myself, we are here every day. Today is article or issue number 11. We are here to answer the $1 million question, why on passive? And of course, today we bring good news that okay, sis, do you want to say good morning first?
Okay, hello everyone. Thank you for coming and joining us again today. And if you have subscribed, thank you. If you haven't, please do kindly consider doing so. Apart from that, join in the conversation as well. Okay, thank you.
Of course, yes, yes, yes. Why we are bringing this today, why we are here today to answer another question to why unpassive. We know, you'd know, like my sister and myself, that many people give up really quick. Some people have given up because, oh, I think I'm a bit too old. It was really my dream to be this and to be that and to be A, B, C, and D. But then I couldn't make it for one or two or three reasons. And now I think I'm just too old to start and stuff like that. So we are here to tell you that no, whatever reason that made you not to start the years back, the reason is here now for you to start and still make it big time. And we will be supporting this with examples, with life examples. Sis, so our topic for today is, of course, that you can still start from where you are and make it 100% successful.
Definitely, you can do that. Age is not a barrier. If our CEO, Brett Ash, has involved and included everyone, including children that are not yet born, that means your grandchildren, your great grandchildren, that you can have an affiliate account for them, then who are you that is still living? You don't want to be alive, but you want to be. You're not a living dead, are you? You are living. So if you are living, there are things that you can still learn. I have a lot of people in my circle and even that I know that at 50 something, 60 something, they're going, and even me, I'm still going to go back to school. So I don't
Definitely.
see why. I mean, if I can do it on academy, that would be nice. But I don't mind actually going into the four walls of the university and actually experiencing what the university in the UK is, because I studied in the I studied in Nigeria. Even when I did my postgraduate here, diploma here, I did it, going from home to work from home, that kind of thing. So I could go to at my age, I'm 55 now, and I cannot say I'm old and I'm not young, but I'm not old. I can still go to university. Take, for example, like I was telling Sister Comfort, Reverend Mrs. Funke Felix Adejumo, she is 60 years old. She's a minister's wife. She's a pastor. She's a businesswoman. She's 60. She has just registered herself to study law. Don't say, oh, that's her because no, it's not in Western world. It's in Nigeria. And she's going to do masters and going to do PhD. By the time she finishes, she's probably about 64. You understand me? So who are you to say that you are too old when you can still learn? Yes, she had first degree, but that is a desire that she has. She doesn't want, she wants to study more. So nothing is going to debar her, nothing is going to stop her. I have an aunt that studied law. She too is 64 right now. She studied law. So you cannot, there's no age barrier to studying. In fact, science, I don't know this, don't quote me on this one, but I know science have found that out, that if you're alive and don't keep learning, you actually kill your brain. You kill your brain, as in your brain goes dead, as in that brain, once you don't use it, it's like it gets to a stage where it says, okay, I'm not studying anything anymore because you have not made me to study anything, you have not put anything inside. So it goes bam, won't take anything. So there is
Exactly.
no age barrier.
Exactly. So while we are saying this, guys, if you are joining us and you are new here, you might not know the reason. We are discussing this because Mr. Ash Mufare is a CEO and founder of a movement, of a humanitarian movement, of a business called ONPASSIVE. And of course, this ONPASSIVE has a massive ecosystem carrying products, solutions, services, anything you want to call it, that solve every problem. So many people have not made it for one reason or the other. But then in this ecosystem of Mr. Mufares, there's everything for anyone to start at any time, and make it. Joe, we just want to look at examples because even if these people who are listing that they have made it at that later age, they did not have what we have today hanging in the ecosystem at the back of it or in our ecosystem there. Right. So I know about this lady. She's British from her accent and everything. I watched her on TED Talks. She started at skydiving at 58. And in her 80s, she had done over a good number of skydivings. And she told her story. She was so cute. I keep, her voice keeps echoing in my mind. There was one time she actually missed the flight. She fell somewhere. She even broke her limbs and stuff and all those. But then she did not give up, right? She got herself, treated and all of those things and did a few more. I just read recently that she died. I don't know exactly when, but then she died actually smiling. She did not wait. She laughed. She did a few more. She did a lot of stuff and so on. And at some point in life, a lot of things were not going. She said, what do I do to make myself happy? She just tried to get to do something totally that she's never done in life. She figured out, okay, let me go skydiving. She started for a joke and became an icon. Before then she made news because you tap now, go back on Google anytime, find out or go on TED Talk, you listen to her talk, you will just stand up and start doing something. I've also read there's a lady who had her first degree at the age of 100. It has nothing to do with job. It had nothing to do with anything. It just has to do with that self-esteem, with that feeling of satisfaction. Because all of the things, if it's about jobs and money, you don't even need those certificates. Because Mr. Mufare has it all. You don't need any certificate to succeed with ONPASSIVE. But that satisfaction is what is, keeping the fire burning, right? It's just like my sister Fumi says, basically or originally, I never knew when I was growing up as a child. I did not speak much. When they say, what would you like to be in future? I would tell people I would like to be seen or heard in the air. That meant badly wanted to be a journalist. But then things did not work as planned. You have to go into nursing and do other stuff. But that thing is always haunting you. The time is just now, guys. Help me out. If you love me, encourage me to go back to school because I think that my cheeks are still smiling. It means I'm still alive. And so I can still do it. So I think that I can still do it. Why not you? Why not the other person? Age is just, many people say it, and that's true. They're just numbers. It has nothing to do with anything. It's all about psychology. Sister Fumi, you sent me a video of this lady who's in her 80s or 90s, and she was,
Mm.
doing the splints and all the running and all the gymnastics and all of those stuff. Maybe you sit here and say you're old. Of course, you'll be old, guys. We have everything out there. Just wake up, stand up now from couch to from just stop being a couch potato and stand up now and start doing it. Because like when the day Mr. Mufare launched OSTAP, I don't forget that. I can't say it exactly, but paraphrasing, he said, listen, if I had to wait, we would not have been here today now. So when you think
Mm.
about that thing and you can't sleep at night because that thing is keeps bothering you, stand up and start doing it. Because he
Mm.
thought about it, stood up and started doing it. That's the reason we can't stop running our mouth. We're here every day, we'll be here like forever. There was always be something to talk about because he stood
Yes.
up and did it. So don't give it time, don't give it to that thought. It's just a negative thought, it's the devil stealing away your joy from you. You have every
Mm.
solution, you have everything possible, you have time and everything to start now. Go for your dream thing, go for your dream career, go for your passion, go after your passion and get the joy, guys. So, sis, I think that's what we're talking about here.
Regardless of whatever the age is, let me tell you something. Apart from the fact that you, even if you have grandchildren, even if you have great grandchildren, that is your window of opportunity to introduce your grandchildren, your children, your great grandchildren to Unpassive, such that they see you carry this business with integrity. They see you, being very assertive about it, being very conscientious about it, being committed and accountable about your business. That even when you decide later on that, okay, whatever is happening, I need to, maybe you die, before you die, you think, I need to hand this over to these children. You need, at least you know that this business is going into capable hands. You
Hmm?
understand me? Because the hands that have done that business, you need to train your children as well, such that, and grandchildren and great grandchildren. Because don't forget, children don't learn by what you say, except what you see. They see you do. Is what they see you doing that they learn
Hmm?
by. You might not say, John, come here, come and watch this, but they notice, oh, grandma is always doing. Oh, just like Brother Ash said the other day, that his little son said something, and he said, oh, unpassive, isn't it? And he wasn't even talking about unpassive, he was talking about something else, because he has watched his dad get passionate about unpassive. And as far as he's concerned, whenever he's mentioning anything internet, anything online, it is about unpassive, because children learn by what they see. So
Hmm?
you, as whatever age that you think you are in, right now is the best time for you to get into this, because then you can, when the Bible says, oh, the older women to tutelage the younger ones. No, it's not just about women here. You
Hmm?
can tutelage and teach your grandchildren and teach your children, and those children get to be executives in their own company, of their own company, and know how to run on passive business inside and out, and from there even latch on and expand into other things. So it's very important. I believe that the fact that you're alive means that you still have a, a job or purpose to fulfill, regardless. So please don't kill
Definitely.
yourself before your time.
Yeah, definitely. There's time, because if you want to, like, my sister is taking us to the Bible. We're not trying to preach. We're just quoting practical examples. Sarah in the Bible, was she 90? She was 90,
Oh,
and God
yes,
said
she
you were going
was.
to conceive. 91, she said you were going to conceive, and she laughed. But then
Mm,
what happened? She did have a baby. So
mm,
anything, we're not saying that, we're not talking about making babies. We're just saying that anything is
it's
possible. It's
possible.
just accepting it, stand up and start doing it. Because don't be your own dream killer. Even if somebody tells you, listen, guys, I always like, sometimes you share what you've done to be able to let people know that you can do it, right? My background is not science. It has nothing to do with nursing. It's never been my thing. But when I found myself in Germany, I found myself having to do German. Yeah, sorry, to do nursing. It's not only the nursing itself, which is a strange thing, but then the language, the two put together. I was just 4 years long in Germany. People were like, we've been here for years, and she wants to do German, she wants to do nursing. Let's see how that goes. I'm like, really? But then if you listen, I'm saying, God, this is what makes people to be discouraged. Don't even tell it to people. If you want to do it, stand up and start doing it. Ask, come out, check in our ecosystem. What is there that can help me do that thing? Because believe me, as it stands, anything you want to do, anything you need to do, and so on nowadays in the digital world, if you can't find it in our ecosystem, it means that thing does not exist. And secondly, you do not need it, right? If it's apart from that, if you think that there's nobody to tell about, even the closest near you, keep it to yourself. Just go for it. If you tell people, because you try telling a few people, say, oh, see this one, you have tiny children, or you have this. When did you come to Germany? I say, oh, really? But then I did it. I'm still alive, right? I did. I went through it. But then if I had to listen because, oh, it's too this, but then, it's just an example. Don't listen to those. Go for it. Just start doing it and do it. I learned a lot from that. When I want to do my stuff, I don't ask people. I have
Mm,
very, very, very few limited people to discuss it with. People whom I know that can support me,
mm,
morally. And then you
mm,
go with that. Don't make it a public business. It's your business. It's your happiness. It's nobody else's business. You may find, stumble at some point and so on. But then when you go through it, you are just like, yay, I made it by the time you're standing at the top of the mountain. So, guys, there's everything here, everything for everybody, anything for anybody. If you can't find it here, it doesn't exist. Because if you want to study, it's there. If you just want to talk, it's there. If you want to do without saying at all, without saying anything, just doing, it's there. It's in passive, guys. You need just your thumb, and that's it. Because the heavy duty is already being done, and you and myself, we just need the thumb to punch and do that is expected from us, and that's it. So no reason. Somebody contributed. I've just lost it in the crowd. Somebody said you're as old as you think, right? You're just as old as you think, because if you think that you look you are 40 and you look 80, then that's how you look. Then go on,
It
you know.
depends on
So
it depends on because some people actually
yeah,
they're younger than they look, but because they carry themselves like they're 70 something, then they begin to look actually like 70 something when they are
that's true.
actually probably 50 something. That's one thing I've learned about life. The way you think, is, and then when you think you are, then you start becoming like that. By the time you start
Yeah,
becoming like that, people will actually think you're that age, and actually it's not true. You're not that
exactly.
age.
Yeah, I remember somebody visited on my platform who said it's always been his heart's desire to get a good knowledge of IT, like studying it and stuff, but he never knew how to go about it. But then he finds the time just now, because he's going to do you do it at your pace gradually. You are not in a rush. You are not in competition with anybody. You are not about to seek any I don't know, seek
Certification.
certification or what. You just want to satisfy yourself and make yourself proud. That is your personal development, and you like that. I believe that has to do even with your lifespan, because the more you study, like you said earlier on, sis, the
Mm.
brains are working, they're active, the cells are still active, they are moving. But when you
Yes.
sleep, they sleep together.
Yeah. Mm.
When you spell death, they die for you. So it's all the solution is all there, and just waiting for you to knock and enter. We say so because we drop links all over the place. If you want to have a look, you're welcome. If you see anywhere, you see someone putting stuff like what you see behind me,
Mm. QR code.
barcodes, the
Okay.
QR
QR
codes, you can
code.
scan them. You see links anywhere on the YouTube comment section, description box on Facebook. Click and have a look. Ask everybody watching here, not everybody, but most people watching here are already part of what we're talking about, and anybody is happy to help you. So, guys, if you share this video, don't just let the person don't entertain them. Share them and say, I'm sharing because I can show you what to do. Follow up with a link because somebody needs to know this through you, and then hop in and get something and get solutions for themselves. Believe me, we have everything for everybody. And I'm just so proud of myself that I am part of this, because things will never be the same again, sis.
I love the fact that Brad Rogers Peter said, I'm 62 going 35. And this brings me to a
Yes.
place where I wanted to actually appreciate our what do you call it, elderly. I won't say elderly, they're not so elderly, but senior citizens
Senior
within the
moms.
family, the senior moms and the senior dads, that kind of thing, because they are really trying. You understand me? And I see so many of them. Sometimes
Yeah.
they get stuck with something, and they don't shy away from coming to, especially in the heroes meeting on Sunday. You see them, look, I'm having this challenge, and they always get someone one to one to help them. That means they are willing to learn,
Mm-hmm.
and they keep learning, and as they keep learning in this business as well, they have enough wealth at the end
Mm-hmm.
of the day to transfer to their grandchildren, great grandchildren, as time goes, because those children are going to be around them, and they're going to be seeing what they're doing every
Mm-hmm.
time. Even for those that of you that, okay, take for example your sons and your daughter, you see they're seeing you, everything you're doing, they're seeing around you.
That's
You
true.
think by the time they're getting into their 16, 17, I'm telling you, they will know on passive business in and out better than yourself,
Mm-hmm.
because of their age, and because they are the tech generation anyway. They are the tech
Well,
generation. So,
yeah, yeah,
you know,
that
you know,
doesn't matter, because it's okay. It's just
mm,
very natural. Because even when you buy your new phone, the moment you walk through the door, they
exactly.
look at it, they know everything.
They
Those are
know
the looks. That's
exactly.
okay. But then
Exactly.
my interest, personally, my interest
Mm,
is 40 upwards, because
but,
I'm one of them.
mm.
But then I don't want to accept that that's how bad it is. Like I
No,
used to
no, no, no,
before,
no,
right?
no. because
so
I have learned.
yeah.
So even whether you are 40 upwards, I don't even consider 40
If you can
upwards as
listen,
old.
if you listen, there's somebody who blesses me to so much. Joyce
Mm,
Meyer, anything I hear about her
mm,
uplifts. If I just close my eyes and click any topic, whatever
mm.
she says, I get really uplifted. She's about 80 now. She
Yes.
writes about 3, 4 books a year.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
put, yeah, she because she tells you that sometimes she's preaching, she brings health lessons in there and say,
Mm,
listen, I started walking at 50, that was late. If
mm,
you could start walking even at 40 or at your 30s, then by the
mm,
time you get to this age, you'll be even stronger. So there's everything behind it. It's
mm.
all about your mindset. It's all about what you want. How far do you want to go? Depends on you and you alone, you know. So all of those things, the good thing is that we have a springboard to start from. We have something that will push us as far as we want to go because we have especially time in our hands, you know, time backed by something, you know, something good. Oh my God. So, you know, it's so,
Honestly, it's so
yeah, it's
sweet.
so fun.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, the things that I'm learning, and I'm so open to learn. I'm telling you, it's how will I call it? Unfathomable at the moment, because for me, I'll learn anything and everything that I need to learn, and the ones that I don't need to learn. Because sometimes you see Jeremiah say, "So why do you need to know that?" I just want to know.
Yes, definitely.
He
I
looks at
do.
me and say,
Listen, I have, you know, when I see something in IT, I just learn it, I keep it.
mm,
When I have anything in marketing, I just learn it and put it there.
mm,
Anything I'm just doing, you know, it's just interesting. You keep it going, and the more you keep it going, that's how your body's warm, and you keep it warm and warm and warm. When you look at see yourself in in the mirror, you just smile. Say, oh, I'm happy on myself for doing this. And
yeah.
when you look at your mirror and the reflection is a smile, it makes things different for you first. If not any other person around, because you listen to people, they will always be negative. You know, they'll say a lot of stuff, but then you don't want to listen to that. Just ignore those numbers. Age is just a number. It's nothing more than that. Go for it. Stand up now because there is everything now. Just go for it. That's the way to go.
There's a question. I don't know whether we can take question. Not on here. Someone asked me this on a phone call yesterday.
Uh-huh.
She said, I'm already a founder. I said, okay. She phoned me. Said, but can I get an affiliate account for myself? I said, oh my goodness.
Oh,
Why are you asking me? Said, I don't know whether it's possible. I said, well, it's more than possible. How do you so oh how do I do that? And I thought, okay, should I tell her? Should I just hold it? So I said, okay, you know what? I won't tell you, but it's possible. But meet me on Thursday morning at 9. Then I'll show you how to do it because I don't know how to do it. Please, for those who already have accounts and you want an affiliate account and you're already in OnPassive or you're outside of OnPassive and you want to come in, you can have as many accounts as you want. It's up to you, you know.
well,
So
then
please,
it's all by choice. You need to think what
it's
you
a
want to do
choice.
with. Yeah,
Exactly.
you need
It's
to
a
think what you
choice.
want to do with it before that, because just one is enough anyway. But then we want to just. It was just about to encourage people our age, people our
Mm,
generation, that
mm.
40 years is not anything. It's just a
No,
number. So
it's
ignore
nothing.
it. Stand up now and start doing what you want to do with your life. I think that's the thing we brought this morning for all of us, because you're just like, oh God, you know, but then I am 16 going on
They,
35.
they, they normally say life begins at 40 in Nigeria, but I
Thank
think,
you.
so
Yeah, sure.
when
That's
you are
true.
40,
That's
your
true.
life just begins. That's when
Exactly.
life just starts, because by then you should
Yeah,
have, overcome some challenges. And now it's like, oh, children are growing up a little bit bigger. Okay,
exactly.
now they are not tiny, tiny anymore. So now it's time to actually start living life.
Exactly. Yeah, there's
Ex-
somebody who
ex-
who's always calling me when I'm live for some reason. So, guys, ladies
just
and
ignore it.
gentlemen, I think
This
for
is our
this
time.
morning we thought that we should share this just to wake somebody up. So come on, guys. And of course, yes, Antillean QR codes are fun. So I tried it first. I downloaded mine and I tried it to be sure. Yeah, You just scan on it. I think let's use this quick opportunity. I think this is my last point before we wrap up. We're wrapping up now. When you please kindly educate people. I don't know, some people might get confused. If you successfully scan the code, there's some big something around the bottom. You say open or what, but then the link is just at the top of your phone. So what you click is on the link on at the top of the phone, and not to all of the messages and stuff that are
At the
there.
bottom.
But
Okay.
I think there's some ads and stuff like that. So people should be careful. Some people might click and not be sure what they're clicking on. But
Okay.
then we want to take this home. Let's stand up and do our thing. We are young and strong and beautiful and handsome and good to go, equipped and prepared and ready for anything, everything as of now. So see you soon, guys.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Let me see. Thought it's becoming things. So think the good ones. That's very true. That's true.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So you think the good things, and so that's what will happen to you. Fun fact: on passive is built on love, trust, and nothing but truth. And some people can't handle. Guys, there is a topic in the evening. If you see it on the graphic, it just looks simple because it's something we say every day, but something perpetrated the coming up of that title would really encourage everybody to join us today at 9 p.m. So it's going to be that we are just set to educate selves and educate many people. So if you join in, it's going to help because you will contribute by adding your advice
Yeah.
to what we're about to say. So it's going to be more of education tonight. I don't know what normally it is, but then tonight we're trusting God that it's going to be a lot of education from,
Mm.
because a few people think different, and Angeline is talking about mindset, and we are thinking mindset tonight. So guys, do well to come, because your contributions in any one way or the other, or even a question on the chat if it's relevant, would go a long way. So we see you today at 9 p.m. England time, which is 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
Yeah. So
Right.
thank you, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us. Hello, Roy. Hello, everyone. Antiline and Kansile,
Yeah,
Rapita,
Mike Pace.
M. Kelly, Micah from Cameroon, from PNG. Thank you very
Hello.
much for coming
Hello, my
today.
brother Roy Davis.
Hi,
Thank
Bra
you.
Roy. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This
Prince.
on
There's
passive
so many
pigeon is
people.
my
Lori.
brother Saloto. I get pigeon video. They come up. I think tomorrow or the next. I don't know, but it's already done. I'm just
Uh,
looking for space to put it in.
mm.
So pigeon video the load. Who not go not gonna know.
No go, no go, no.
Exactly.
Murungesh. Oh, there's someone that joined us. Pareshwa. Pareshwa
Yeah.
Kwama.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys.
Alistra. Thank you,
Yeah.
everyone. If we don't mention
Exactly.
a name, please forgive us. But thank
I
you,
know
everyone.
that's why
We need,
we would
we
not
need, we need to
not
go now.
exactly. Let's go. We need to go. Thank you guys. Thank you so
Come
much.
back in the
Thank you.
evening.
Yeah. See you in
Thank
the
you.
evening, guys. Thank you and much
Bye.
love. Share and subscribe. Like. Thanks. Bye.